why would you send the athletes? I mean, I feel like if you go boycott. I think boycott means stop. That don't mean, well, this half go and this half over here don't. I mean, unless I got the wrong definition of boycott now. I ain't graduated, but I got 2 GEDs. And I'm pretty sure boycott means you just stop that altogether. Like, but we still sending the our Olympic athletes over there. And then, what you think an Olympic athlete got on their phone? That's a good question too. I mean, let's say they did hack it. I mean, would they go get nude Instagram pictures or something? I don't know. I don't even think you can go nude on Instagram no more. Maybe they OnlyFans account or something. I mean, I'm not. These professional athletes, they've been training for years. I don't see nothing too incriminating or too diabolical to the U.S. that would be on a Olympic athlete cell phone. Now, I can understand the average college student. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't no telling what you would get out there. But I don't know. I would just, to me, in my head, they would be held at a higher standard, and they would be, walking a smooth path. I just don't see. I could be wrong now, but I don't see too much that can harm the U.S. that came off an Olympic athlete phone. Here goes some interesting news for. Well, I don't know, probably me and all my listeners and probably a couple more people. We put all our money together and then go to the bank and borrow some more. We might can buy this 1965 Mustang Shelby R that just sold in an auction in Florida for $4 million. Now, this the shit I be talking about right here. Now, if you got $4 million, you can buy a car. And you ain't gonna be driving this car. This is a $4 million car. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you just gonna be running the wall more than CVS in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? At the club, because you don't want it to get scratched. You don't want to put the miles on it because it's gonna depreciate it. So this car is gonna be sitting in somebody's collection, because I'm pretty sure it's a collector that paying that kind of money. It's gonna be sitting in his garage or wherever he store his collection at. He'll probably pull it out, drive it down the street every once in a while or along the coastside, and that's it. And then it's back in the garage or back wherever he's storing it at. But my thing is this, a motherfucker got to have some money to spend $4 million on one car. So here's my thing. You know what I mean? There's starving people out here and people that need help. I mean, I feel like anytime you spend $4 million on a car, man, you got to put at least 15 kids. I would go say 10, but fuck it, 15 kids through college. Because apparently you got it. But instead of putting 15 kids through college, you just got a car that you go look at and drive probably once a year. I mean, but I don't know. Once again, it's Polo's POV. Take it how you want it. I might be right, I might be wrong, but that's just how I feel about it. But that's a lot of money for one vehicle. I know he can pay that motherfucker can pay my house off, and probably half the people I know houses off with $4 million. That's all I'm saying. You also had inmates. Now, this just fucked up on any way you want to cut it here. You had some inmates in Arkansas. They are suing the jail that they was in because they saying the jail gave them experimental COVID medicine. And they was telling them it was vitamins, but they was actually experimenting on them. Now, to me, this is just the craziest shit ever. For one, you shouldn't be injecting, or I don't know if it was pill form or whatever, people with anything, and they're not fully aware of what it is. To me, that is just sick. It's sick and it's scary. And then I don't think it's a coincidence this happened in a jail, because people often overlook people that's in jail. They write them off. And I think we need to understand one thing. Everybody in jail ain't a criminal. Now, you trust and believe now. Some of them motherfuckers deserve to be in there. Like, we all know that. But it's also a pretty good bit that don't need to be in there. And they definitely don't need to be injected with shit that you don't even know how it's going to respond. Motherfucker wake up with a third eye, extra leg or something, because it's called experimental drug, people. That means it needs to be experiments, but not on people. So, me personally, I feel like this is an easy lawsuit for them to win. If it doesn't hit the headlines, and so I'm pretty sure it's some sort of documentation somewhere saying what happened, and I'm pretty sure they got witnesses saying what happened. So that should be an easy open and shut case. And keeping it on medicine. Now, I don't know if y'all know this, but I found this out really a couple years ago, but it never really just occurred to me the dramatic, the drasticness of it. Well, China is pretty much in control of a lot of the medication that comes over here. I think our last plant that made penicillin in the U.S. was closed in 2012. So what this means, we buy a lot of drugs from China, which is crazy. We buy a lot of drugs from a lot of countries, but China is pretty much the big deal. And from what I hear, this is what I hear now. This, like I said, my opinions don't affect none of my publishers. This is just Polo's point of view. If they just stop selling us medication, we might have a good 3 months supply in hospitals and all that. But after that, man, we gonna be in trouble. I mean, they ain't gotta invade. They ain't gotta do none of this. All they gotta do is just slow the medicine. And then you're gonna have people with the high blood pressure and diabetes. It's gonna get rough on us. But I'm gonna move along from that. And once again, I want to say this is Polo's point of view. This is not the opinion or expressions of my publishers. Get that out the way, y'all. Got to get that out the way. And let's keep it on the government and voting rights. Y'all please be careful about this and pay attention. Some people, I know politics is boring. A lot of people don't really care about it unless it make the headline. But be aware in your city, in your state, about your voting rights. If you're old enough to vote and you qualified to vote, please register, please vote. Because what's going on, people, I think Georgia just won theirs, but they trying to redraw voting precinct lines to pretty much ensure a particular party will win. Don't matter if you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, I don't care what you is. But it still need to be fair when it comes to voting. So be aware of what's going on in your community, your city, your state. Because if you're not careful, it will be a point where it don't matter if you vote or not, because you'll be in the wrong district and it'll be counted not in your favor. I'm gonna put it like that. It won't be counted in your favor. So be aware with your local, state, and federal laws as far as voting and voting rights. I know it was one. Might have been Georgia or some. They didn't want people giving you, like, if you in it, it's a city, so the line's gonna be long. They didn't want people bringing you water in line, and then if you step out of line, you got to start all the way back over. So it's not like they just go come out and take your voting rights, but they want to make it so hard for you to vote. You're gonna be like, fuck it, I don't want to, So don't fall for the okie doke, the banana in the tailpipe, all that. If you register, keep up with what's going on around your community, because what's happening or what will happen, well, what's going on currently, okay, when you have that cop that kills somebody and you want him to go to trial, like everybody know, okay, this cop was in the wrong, but the DA decide, no, we don't want to bring forth charges. You know why? That's because a bunch of people got together and put that DA in office. And you didn't get out there and vote, didn't have enough people to vote, and they ain't gonna have enough people to get him out of office. So it'll probably happen again. You want to know why little Ray got 20 years, but little Cody got 5? Your DA, your judge, all that. So the rectify this or to offset this, you gotta get out and vote and voice your opinion and listen to these motherfuckers when they talking. Don't just let them tell you anything. You gotta get you a judge, a DA, and if you don't like what he stand for, you don't like how he talking, don't vote for the motherfucker. But make sure there's enough people in your community and in your area that is voting, so you can put who you want in office that's go do the right thing. That's go get a timeout even. Ray and Cody go get the same sentence for the same crime. If a police wrongfully shoot somebody, he go get prosecuted. And that all starts with knowing your voting precincts, knowing where your registration lines are, and casting your vote if you're eligible. I mean, it's just that simple, people. Polo will tell you the truth around. Chill. Also, I had a few birthdays. This is a late show. Had some problems with my uploading, so this is actually a reboot of my third show. I couldn't leave y'all in the cold. I got my fourth show coming tomorrow, actually. I'm going to keep it moving, try to keep y'all informed and entertained, because that's what I do at Polo's POV. But I believe Steve Harvey turned 65, Michelle Obama turned 58, and man, I hope I look that good at 58. Man, I don't know what it was, but I should have known, thinking about it, but I thought she was probably mid to late 40s, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, apparently they eating right and taking care of themselves. Speaking of that, that's another thing, people, you gotta watch your health. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I love them pork skin. Ooh, I love pork skin. I can eat 3-4 bags of them. But everybody know that pork, and especially fried pork, that's like the double dip. That's instant heart attack or some shit. But anyway, I love the shit, so I eat a lot of it. But I've been coming back on that, and that's the problem. It's a mindset of how you eating and how you taking care of your body. But realize that 38, 44-year-old you ain't that 19, 22-year-old you. So your body done changed, and you got to change with it. You got to change your habits. You got to make sure you're getting your rest, stop hanging, just treating your body bad. Treat your body good, it's going to treat you good. And then you'll start to feel better also. Me personally, I went and got me an old Ninja. I wanted the Vitamix. You know what I'm saying? That's what the celebrities and stuff use, the Vitamix. But, man, I ain't got Vitamix money, you know what I'm saying? So I went with me a little old Ninja. I got a Ninja Foodie. I can do smoothies, custards, and juice extractions on it. It wasn't that high, a little over $100. But, man, I put me frozen banana in it, a little peanut butter, protein powder, a little celery, or any kind of green, really. Just put you a little green in it. Whatever fruit I'm in the mood for, from grapes to apples, just whatever. And I try to drink one of them every morning, or at least half of one. And some people actually use this for meal replacements. I mean, you can mix and match how you want to, get you one that you like. But it's just the little things you can do to help get in shape and stay in shape. But the main thing, you got to have the mindset to do it. Of course, everybody will slip up. What they call it, cheat day. Just make sure cheat day don't turn into cheat week, and you'll be all right. Because ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody slip and fall, baby. But it's how you get back up. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, I'm going to keep this thing moving. Let's talk about the felons and taxes. Now, they say if you're a felon, you can't. That ain't what they say, is what they do. If you're a felon, you can't vote. Okay, but at the same time, they're going to take your tax dollar. Now, I feel like I ain't important enough to voice my opinion, but I'm important enough for you to take money from. And, I was complaining about my tax, because it is tax time. People finna get that refund, baby. Some of y'all got that advance. Got that last check stub from December. H&R Block, here I come. Jackson Hewitt. Oh, man, they got songs all over the radio. I'm talking about this finna go down. But, man, I thought I was getting broke off on them taxes. And then, I ain't gonna call his name, but let's just say this well-known comedian, man, Buddy said he done paid $500,000 in taxes. And I said, ooh. I can't even imagine. But at the same time, imagine how much money he had to make to get taxed $500,000. See, most of us get refunds. You know what I'm saying? Because we mid-class. But apparently he brought in a whole lot of money. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Play your taxes. I think April 15th the deadline. Because, man, you can't beat Uncle Sam. You can lie to him, you can duck him, you can dodge him, but you can't beat him. One way or the other, he go get it. He can either get it on the front end or the back end, but he go get it. I mean, it's rough out here in these streets, man. But anyway, that's been another episode of Polo's POV, hosted by me, Polo the Swag King. And until next time, y'all be good and be safe. Peace.